You've probably heard of the Tinder Swindler by now, and if you haven't, you can go and check it out on Netflix and you can watch the thing in full. But yesterday, yet another Tinder liar was exposed and sent to prison for 4.5 years. Richard Dexter made up lies to a millionaire he met on Twitter before somehow convincing her to give him £140,000. Of course, in the end, it was all uncovered and he ended up in court. Even his grandmother gave evidence against him in his trial, saying that he always used to contact her asking for £10, claiming that his card wasn't working. But what I really don't understand, and which is why I make so many videos about this, so that more people can learn about it, know about it, be mindful of it, and just not fall for it yourselves, is why people fall for these kind of scams in the first place. Now, if I could give everybody one piece of guidance, which is absolute gold to live by, that is, as soon as somebody asks you to transfer them money, whether it's £10, £50, £20,000 or £140,000, just stop and think. This might well be a sham, a fraud, a scam, a lie. Look into what it is that the person has told you, whether it's true. And don't just be fooled by bits of evidence that might be put in front of you. You might be given documents that on the surface look accurate and look genuine. And you can look into the story, and the story itself might initially look genuine. But if eventually that person is asking you for money, simply stop and think, because most of the time this is just going to be some kind of scam. This guy would say things to this lady such as, "Hey, I'm 32, most of my friends went to university, now they've all got debts and they worry and they earn between £40,000 and £60,000, whereas I bought a hot air balloon yesterday just because I could." It's all lies, obviously. He's trying to give the impression, in fact, he told her that he was worth £6.8 million. Obviously, that wasn't true. All of which was just to convince her that he was wealthy and actually not a concern. Why would someone who is wealthy be a concern when they ask you to borrow money for a very short period of time? Well, they should, because exactly why would they be asking you to borrow money for a short period of time if they claim to be wealthy? They simply shouldn't need to, wouldn't need to, and you shouldn't be paying it to them. Now, you may well think that you wouldn't fall for this, but many people do, as this case proves again. The case ended up in the Crown Court and he was sentenced yesterday to 4.5 years in prison. Now, that probably won't be the end of the matter, because there's going to be another hearing about how that money is going to be paid back. This is what we call the benefit of a crime. Now, he did plead guilty to several counts of fraud, but also not guilty to forging documents and perverting the course of justice, although the jury convicted him anyway. So the benefit, which is the money that someone receives from criminal activities, is something the court will look at and try to recover. And if they can't recover that benefit, then there will be what's known as proceeds of crime proceedings against the individual. And if the money can't be paid back and there is a benefit left over, they may well be sentenced for that as well and be going back to prison. So let me know in the comments, has anyone ever tried to scam you? Has anyone ever asked you for money? Have you nearly fallen for it? Have you nearly shipped something when actually it was all a scam? Let me know in the comments. I'd like to talk about them for the sole reason that I would like more people to know about them and fewer people to fall for them. So please do subscribe, like the video, share it with someone that you think might be vulnerable to these things, and as always, thank you for watching.